Hey, yeah, hey. Okay, okay. Hey, hey.
Has layers upon layers of attacks that are in his mind. He's forgotten more about
That's what I'm
boxing than
saying.
Jake Paul has ever remembered.
Joe Rogan just tore into Jake Paul after a leaked training video surfaced, showing Jake dancing around like he's prepping for a talent show instead of a fight with Mike Tyson. Rogan didn't hold back, mocking Jake's so-called serious training for what's supposed to be the biggest fight of his career. The footage, taken from Instagram stories and YouTube shorts, shows Jake goofing off, cracking jokes and pulling pranks instead of focusing on his gym sessions. Meanwhile, Mike Tyson is grinding hard, doing push-ups and lifting massive weights at an age where most people would struggle. Jake's treating it like a casual TikTok shoot, and Rogan's finally had enough, calling him out on his ridiculous behavior.
Oh yeah, you. Oh yeah, you. Got any advice for the people today? Words of wisdom, anything?
Quit fucking slacking. You know what you need to fucking do. You stop looking on the fucking internet for advice. You know what you need to do.
So, you're thinking, maybe Jake was just having some post-training fun. Let me stop you right there. Mike Tyson has been in the fight game for over 40 years, yes, 40 years, and even now, the man is grinding in the gym like it's his first day. You'd expect someone with his legendary resume to kick back and relax, maybe even coast a little, right? Wrong. Tyson doesn't do shortcuts or take it easy. He's in the gym sprinting, pounding the heavy bag, and sparring with elite fighters like he's preparing for war every single day. That's the mentality of a legend. Tyson understands that no matter how many belts he's won, the grind never stops. Staying sharp and dangerous comes from relentless training, which is why he's still a beast. Tyson's training is like a military operation. Every punch and every session is meticulously planned to push him further. Even at 58, Tyson remains sharp, fast, and deadly, refusing to let up. Mike Tyson doesn't slow down, and for him, training isn't just about staying in shape, it's about keeping that killer instinct that made him a legend. You can't fake that. You either put in the work, or you get wrecked. Simple as that. Because here's the truth, boxing isn't about who racks up the most views or has the flashiest social media presence. It's about skill, hard work, and heart. Jake Paul might have all the money and followers in the world, but none of that will matter when he steps into the ring with someone like Tyson. Tyson's been through it all, fought the toughest fighters, and even now he's training like he's got something to prove. That's what sets him apart from guys like Jake, who think they can coast on their celebrity status. Honestly, Jake Paul's gym has turned into an absolute circus, and it's no exaggeration. Tyson's grind is real, and that's what makes him dangerous. It's like Jake Paul has completely forgotten that he's supposed to be training for a fight with Mike Tyson, one of the most dangerous men to ever step into a ring. Instead, Jake's gym sessions look more like a prank-filled reality show. You'd expect to see some solid training footage on his Instagram stories, hitting pads, working on footwork, maybe even sparring. But no, what do we get? Jake messing around with his buddies, acting like it's just another casual day of goofing off. And it gets even worse. In another clip, Jake is literally dancing in the middle of the gym, as if he's prepping for a talent show instead of the biggest fight of his career. Okay, I'll admit it was kind of funny and I might have even danced along for a second, but come on man, This is not how you prepare for Mike Tyson. Sure, you can have a laugh, but Tyson's coming to knock your head off, not join your dance party. Meanwhile, at the same time, Tyson is probably hitting the heavy bag with enough force to break bones. The contrast between Jake's frat party-style training camp and Tyson's no-nonsense grind is painfully obvious. That's why Joe Rogan called him out. Rogan knows the fight game. He's trained in martial arts and has called some of the biggest UFC fights. He can see the difference. Joe Rogan knows the fight game and exactly what it takes to be a serious fighter. When he saw Jake Paul's gym footage, it was obvious to him and anyone with experience that Jake isn't taking this fight seriously. But Tyson is. Tyson's training like he's about to face a world champion, while Jake's too focused on chasing his next viral moment. Rogan wasn't joking when he called Tyson a monster. At the end of the day, Mike Tyson is a monster, and if he can just close the distance and unleash his signature boom-boom punches on Jake Paul, it's game over.
He's a monster. Look, at the end of the day, Mike Tyson's a monster. And if he can get that monster to just move in and close the distance, and if he uncorks a boom on Jake Paul and watch Jake Paul go into Queer Street, that will be wild.
So, when Joe Rogan mentions they're using slightly bigger gloves, it's clear someone's trying to reduce the risk of serious damage. But here's the tricky part: bigger gloves don't mean the punches don't hurt. It just means fighters, especially a powerhouse like Tyson, have to put in a bit more effort to land those knockout shots. And guess who's used to sparring with these heavier gloves? Mike Tyson. At 58, Tyson's been hitting the gym with 14-ounce gloves for years. It's second nature to him. If anything, the extra weight won't slow him down. It might make him even scarier because his endurance is through the roof. The man's been sparring like this for decades. Jake Paul? Well, he's got his work cut out for him. Then, the other guest dropped a bombshell. It's not right, this fight can't be sanctioned. It's a serious statement, highlighting the mismatch in experience and training intensity between the two fighters.
Almost.
Sanctioned, right? It can't be sanctioned.
It's sanctioned.
Experts have started questioning how Tyson's recent fights have been managed. Remember his exhibition match against Roy Jones Jr. in 2020? That wasn't a sanctioned fight, it was an exhibition, meaning it didn't count on either fighter's record. They used 12-ounce gloves, had strict rules, no knockouts, limited rounds, and no judges. It was all about showcasing Tyson's skills without risking serious injury. But now, Rogan's pointing out that if Tyson versus Jake Paul is a sanctioned fight, things are going to be very different. This won't be just for show anymore. A sanctioned fight means judges, a referee, and punches thrown with the intent to end it early. Rogan's realization hits hard: it's sanctioned. How do you sanction that?
It's sanctioned, right? It can't be sanctioned.
It's sanctioned.
It's sanctioned. How do you sanction that?
Yeehaw. Same place you can own a giraffe.
Now, this is where things get wild. A legit fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, even with 14-ounce gloves, is far from a friendly sparring session. This is a real fight. Sure, the gloves might offer a bit of extra padding, but let's be real, Tyson's still coming with serious heat. And of course, Rogan delivers the ultimate zinger. If I were Jake Paul right now, I'd be way too busy changing my pants.
Savage mode. If I was Jake Paul right now, I would be shitting my pants.
Oh, bro, if I'm fighting this...
Tyson has 44 knockouts on his record, most of them in the early rounds. This isn't some influencer beef, this is the real deal. Rogan's warning is clear: when Tyson starts moving toward Jake, gloves or no gloves, the fear will hit hard. Think about it, Jake Paul has been boxing for 4 years. 4 years. Now, he's stepping into the ring against a man who's been doing this for over 4 decades. The gloves might give Jake a false sense of security, but the moment Tyson lands one solid shot, all the training, trash talk, and YouTube hype will go out the window. It's not just about getting hit, it's about realizing that all your bravado can't save you from a Mike Tyson punch. Honestly, I'm with Joe Rogan on this one. After seeing Jake's complete lack of seriousness in his training, I've just about had enough of him too. What do you all think? Drop your opinions in the comments below. I'm eager to hear what you have to say.